Live at Dagwoods Pub.
I'd like to thank Ed and Nikki, the owners of this awesome establishment, for having us. And thank you to everybody here that's sitting down, eating and drinking. The big man next to me is Hollis Thomas.
He want to thank everybody, but there's one Cowboys fan that entered our realm, and he will be singled out each and every time I get an opportunity to.
All right.
So you will not enjoy this meal.
Who let,
Just let you know, sir. Sorry.
who let that person in?
I don't know. I just work here. Oh God!
I got Green Legion all over the place, and you let a Cowboy fan in here. You don't have to tell me about that. Hey, so again, thanks for coming out. We've got some great specials. We got some great people in the house. I want to acknowledge a couple of them. We're doing Miller Lite specials back there, and we've also got 1675 spirits in the house. My man Hollis already got hooked up, so
You know it. Awesome sauce.
So we're thankful for all of that, and again, Hollis Thomas, brought to you by Bill Mattis and All Star Inc., who I've been working with for how long now? We're getting so old, it's crazy.
Ever?
It's a long time. But we've also got another special guest in the house. Is Phil still here, or did he leave?
Phil's right back there. Go Phil and Paul.
There you go. Phil from State Farm. He's got a local agency right up the street.
Oh, cool.
He's going to be jumping on board with us in 2020 to make us bigger, stronger, just like this man right here.
Absolutely.
So, again, I want to thank everybody for coming out, and we're gonna kick this show off with Q&A, trivia. I'm sure Hollis has got some stories for us. So it's all yours.
I thought you said it was PG.
Well, you can change the names for.
It's not gonna make the story sound better. You just need certain words to make the story sound awesome. You want me to take it away?
Yeah, go for it.
What do you guys want? What would you guys like to speak about? You guys like to speak about the upcoming game of the cheaters who we exacted revenge on?
All right, we'll start there and go backwards.
And then we'll go back. We go backwards, so we can talk about the rare occasion where a Cowboys fan comes in where they're not wanted. Don't worry, we'll get back to you. We'll get to the game, and I think we'll get to the game. And I actually, I don't know if anybody else has been paying attention to our team is starting to get healthy now.
Yes.
Everybody's starting to get healthy. JP practiced today for the first time in a while. I saw him. He looked actually pretty good. They sold up Brandon Brooks until 2024, which was key in quality. I don't know if anybody's been watching the interior run plays, but he's a man amongst boys. We started. I never thought I'd hear the day where I'd be begging for Jalen Mills and Darby to get back, but given the transgressions that went through the first few weeks with our secondary, those young guys that they drafted, they're not ready. Obviously, they're not ready, or they're not good enough to play on this level. That was gonna. Yeah, I would have loved Jadeveon Clowney, but I want him signed before I make the commitment of all those picks. No, I don't. Why would I want him for 1 year? I need him. He's a young guy. Yeah, you would think that, but he's still got to come here and learn things. Yeah, he's doing that with Seattle now. But did you see? Yeah, he signed a contract with it. But did you see him the first few weeks before he got to what he's doing now? No. He was in Seattle, but you didn't recognize because they were not calling his name because he had to get acclimated. Just think he had to spend half the season, and half our season is gone, trying to get acclimated to the system. I would rather, if him being a young player, if I'm going to commit those type of draft picks or guys who are going to contribute, I would like to have him signed to like a 2 or 3 year deal at least. I'm not going to blow up our total future on a guy for just one season unless he's the end all be all. And let's just make it clear. The end all be all is the referees. I don't know about unless we got one of those guys in our pocket because they've been sticking up the joint since the word go. I don't know. We'll get to that in a minute. Like I said, I don't know if you guys follow me. I'll go nuts. No, Ramsey the same way. I would love to have him, but if that guy's not going to sign a contract, you got to sign a long-term deal. You're a young guy. I'm not going to give up a bunch of draft picks that even though we don't know what the draft picks are. Why would I rent somebody for 1 year and then be hamstrung the rest of the next few years? Yeah, but
never heard his name since he's been.
So we're going to be back next month, and I'm going to have you on the show. I'm going to have you on the show.
He is a quality guy to ask questions. Those are some quality questions. But as I said before, when you're building an organization, you're trying to build something that's our window of opportunity is right there. You want him for at least a couple of years of that window of opportunity.
Why not Josh Gordon? Sorry, kids.
Well, Josh Gordon may walk by a dispensary and get suspended again. He may walk by a dispensary and get suspended again. It's like he's on. What you have to realize is Josh Gordon, Jordan Matthews. Why would you rather have Josh Gordon? Josh Gordon doesn't know our system. Yeah, but he doesn't know our system, does he? I know you don't. I know you don't care. But that's only if you play video games. I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care if we were playing video games. If we were playing video games, I wouldn't care. But at this point of the season,
slower than me. I got 2 new hips.
Pretty much. That is, you do have 2 new hips. But when the dust settles, we need somebody that knows our system, that has a rapport with Carson. It's like if it was the beginning of the season, Josh Gordon, go for it. But it's not the beginning of the season; it's the middle of the season. Whereas he is a guy who absorbs stuff quickly, he also is a guy that's known to get in trouble. So, would you really want to count on exactly? He might pass one of those dispensaries, like I said, and get napped. And so it's some of the guys. You guys are the sexy picks. I call them team ruiners, and it's like you're only gonna run it for 1 year, and then they end up getting guys fired. So that's the best way to describe it.
All right. So where are we going?
I don't know. That was slightly more intense than I anticipated.
After that one-on-one, I'm worn out.
It really escalated. He did have some quality questions that actually they need to be answered. And I think all the fans were asking the same questions. It's because the DB that went to end up going to Pittsburgh. It was a young guy. It's like if I'm gonna lay those types of picks on the line, I need that guy to agree to a long-term deal, not long-term, but at least 2 or 3 years.
Right.
It's like Mika Fitzpatrick. I like what he was doing, but then you have to look at him. Does he fit the system we're doing? Because even though he was in Miami, we don't want another Nabi Osawa situation where a guy, the best guy on a sucky team, comes here and he really sucks. Yeah, he's eating lunch in his car again.
All right, we got Lauren out here with a microphone for any questions for Hollis. Here we go.
There you go, right over here.
Sean from Delaware, what do you got?
Hollis, throughout your career, who was the toughest offensive line that you run against?
It was actually a couple. It was Brian Waters and Will Shields. And the toughest center I went against was Damani Dawson. And I went against him my rookie year. And it was in preseason, and he snapped the ball in front of me, and next thing I know, he was over there leading the sweep. And I was like, damn. So is this what I have to – this is 1996, so this is what I have to contend with. So Damani Dawson was about the best center that I've ever went against. But when you play against Will Shields and Brian Waters, you have to be on your A game. And of course, Larry – I had some battles with Larry Allen. He was one of the better guards. But it's at a point in his career, he started relying totally on strength. And so he would try to kill you with one shot, and all you got to do is make a miss, and you look like crap. So but the guys who I mentioned, those guys, they kept their technique, and they were always tough guys to go against.
Anybody else? Here we go.
Oh, the cowboy lover. That's your kid. That's his kid.
All right.
Who's your favorite player to play with, and your least favorite player to play with?
Hugh Douglas is my favorite player. That's my buddy. He's my best friend. I'm not even. Fab will always love you, but it's like I don't have no least favorite player. It's like, but some people get on your nerve with the false bravado, throwing up in Florida all the time. Sorry, what was I talking about? Sorry. but
Wait, that's at the bottom of my list. Hold up.
Okay.
Hold up.
But Hugh Douglas is my that was the best friend. And I actually the defensive line in general, we always had a good time. I don't know if you guys were privy to any of the sideline antics, but it was always awesome time playing. It's always awesome time when you're kicking somebody's butt. But when you lose it, it's not you're the butt of some jokes in film session. It's never fun.
So that being said, besides the Cowboys, what team did you not like to play against?
I love playing against Cowboys because I always like to kick their ass. Sorry, kick their butts. Sorry about that. Kick their butts. It's like I don't care who I play. That's it. So it's like I'm out there to do one thing. I'm out there to try to win a football game. I'm out there to do my job and then a little bit extra. I'm out there to hustle the best I can to try to get the victory, try to get us to the promised land.
Did you prepare differently for different teams or no?
Well, scheme wise, Jim Johnson was a king of schemes. Sometimes I would have to be prepared to do some stuff. It's like it looked like a lot of people say it looked like I was spying certain people, and I kind of was because it was I don't know if he just trusted me to have the wherewithal to be able to keep my eyes and try to make sure that one particular person doesn't totally kill us.
Okay.
So it was certain situations you prepare for screens and passes, and certain situations you prepare for a knockdown drag out fight. Like when I first came into the NFL, the NFC East was we pretty much everybody ran the ball. They had like Rodney Hampton was a running back. Oh God, Rodney Hampton there. Biner was a running back for the Redskins. My very first game was at RFK Stadium, which was awesome because we won. So, but when you look at it, it's like I used to love playing teams that run the ball a lot. I used to hate playing against teams that did a bunch of gimmicks. Because when you have to do gimmicks, that meant that you were not very good. So you just try to trick us and try to get some points on the board and try to let your defense win.
Okay. So that being said, can somebody tell me, we'll do our first trivia question now.
Okay.
Right? Can somebody tell me what year did Tank join the NFL? Don't rate yet. Don't rate raise your hand and Lauren will come out to you.
Lisa? Drafted in 96?
I wasn't drafted.
You weren't drafted, but you got the right year.
That's right. Yeah.
Undrafted in 96. 14 years in the NFL.
15 for this county.
Okay. All right. Wikipedia was wrong again.
I tried to tell you.
Hey, I forgot to mention over here to my right, we've got some awesome raffle prizes that we're giving away tonight. Couple include some Super Bowl items from the Eagles' recent Super Bowl, and we've got a nice selection. So come up and see Sue. She's got tickets. Everybody gets 2 free ones, and then if you want to buy some extras, feel free. But we'll be drawing those numbers around 7:45.
7:45.
7:45. So hang around till then, and hopefully you take something home with you. Where are we at?
Where do you want to be?
I don't know. I just work here.
You sound like me.
Where you want to be at?
So, what you got next, Carl?
Let's go with another trivia question.
All right, another trivia question. Okay, so we will go. What college did Tank play for? We have
Mr. O'Brien.
Uh-oh.
That is correct.
That is correct.
Here we go.
And it's not a Snooki. We were the Huskies. And we were not a Panther either. That was East Carolina with Tony Romo. We killed them.
I guess we don't have any Cowboy trivia questions.
We should not have any.
Now, the only question is, do the Cowboys really suck?
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
The Cowboys suck. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah! Somebody teach their kid awesome.
That's awesome parenting right there. That's awesome parenting.
Somebody should learn from you. I'm not gonna say the guy. What's the question?
Here we go.
Oh,
Here we go.
Is Bird the word? Bird is equal to a greater than the word.
Okay.
Bird is the word.
All right, this is a question I always wanted to ask someone. I didn't want to ask tonight. He threw me under the bus.
Yeah, okay.
That's what friends are for.
Super Bowl.
Right.
Did Donovan really puke?
Apparently you don't listen to when I was on and my mom was on, do you? When my mom was on, when my mom came on the show.
No.
she let you know that he threw up like a son of a buck.
Really?
Yep, it was chucking some everywhere. And that's what. And see, when the weirdest thing is, a lot of people want to know that, and I just refer him to every time we played in the state of Florida, he threw up sweet chunks. We go look at the Jacksonville game, 2-minute drill. He threw up on the side. He threw up on the side. Tampa Bay game, 2-minute drill, throwing up. I don't know. Maybe it was the night before. They coddle. Well, sometimes they coddle certain players, and things happen. So.
I'm not feeling love for 5.
5 will always love you.
I'm just not feeling love for 5.
5 will always love you.
5 or 9.
There you go.
Are you talking about Drew Brees? I played with Drew.
5 or 9.
5 or 9? What you mean? Cool Breeze? I like Cool Breeze better. Yeah. Cool Breeze. It's like I love Donovan.
Call you Cool Breeze.
Well, Donovan seems to be one of those family members that can't get out of his own way right now. I don't like to. It's like a lot of people. A lot of people say, why aren't you defending him? It's certain stuff you just can't defend, so you just let it fend for itself, and you hope that they just stop at some point.
I love you, man.
That's thanks, man.
So we do have a question from Facebook.
Okay.
Somebody wants to know if you played any other sports in college.
Not in college, no. In high school, I played basketball and threw the shot put.
And when you're not watching football or talking about football, what else do you watch?
I watch all the other sports. I watch all the. I'm 4 before. I watch the Flyers. I watch the Sixers, and I watch the Phillies.
There you go.
I'm just happy to see game. Way to go, Giants, San Francisco Giants. Thank you, San Francisco Giants, for taking that ordeal off of our hands. I grew up in St. Louis, so I grew up watching baseball. Everybody else knows who follows me. They know that my other guilty pleasure is watching Maury. You are not the father.
Yes.
Or the ever so prominent when you're there to take a lie detector test about cheating, and you're in the green room and you risk it all for the sexy decoy. So if you go on my page, there's sweet commentary for the whole thing. Or the St. Louis. I've met Ryan Howard since I've been there, but we didn't grow up together or anything. I think I'm a little older than him. A little bit older. But
we are 2 for 2. We lost another show.
Well, we watch Charlie. When you look at Maury, when you look at Maury, if she ever says that she's more than 100% sure,
you know it's not.
You know it's not that man's baby. And she looks so surprised when it's not his baby. Like you knew that.
So does he do anything other than that anymore?
Well, he tries to do some other stuff, but it really kind of stinks. Yeah, it's like he tries to do the other stuff. He's like, get back to your wheelhouse, buddy. It's kind of like being a good comedian, and then you want to go for a drama and stuff, and nobody's gonna take you seriously.
No.
And so we wait till he finishes those shows, and then we go back to the good ones.
Oh God!
Slightly.
I don't know where to go.
Where would you like to go?
All right, so
He started it.
So my sister wants to know. She's sitting right over there.
Okay.
How do you feel about Girardi?
Oh yeah. You know what? The weirdest thing was during the Gabe Kapler ordeal. I was still with WIP, and I was coming into to the NovaCap broadcast booth, and I saw Joe Girardi coming in with a suit and tie. So I was like, oh shucks. We about to get a new manager because at that point Kaplan was stinging up the joint. So I was like, are you here for a job? He's like, no, I'm here with MLB Network. I was like, oh damn. He's like, what's wrong? I was like, you can't let the wind out of my sail. I thought. So, but it was great. It was great to talk. He's a great guy, and I feel like that's just the type of guy we need as an authoritarian here, an authoritative figure, because you can't just like. It's not about letting. Some people say letting the inmates run the asylum. No, it's about being a team and holding people accountable for what they're supposed to do. He had a problem with getting the guys to hustle. It's like that should not even be a problem. That should be the last thing on your damn mind. And what fed me up with him was, I don't know if you remember when the LA Dodgers was here kicking our teeth in.
Yep.
Did you realize when they were up like by 14 points, how they still were hustling at the end of the game?
Yep.
And it's like, and then we still were not hustling, and he would drop punish people. It was horrible.
Yeah.
It was horrible.
Absolutely.
I love the what is the process going to be over? Everybody trusts the process. I don't know if I trust. It's like I was laughing at some of the trust the process people because they had like Markel folks.
Sometimes you need to change the process.
Yes, yeah. And not only that, it's like the guy was asking for another 5 or 6 year contract, and I was like, you haven't even done anything. I was like, I don't know any job where you go and underperform that they're gonna give you a new contract. They'll probably be actually showing you the door. Like if I go and burn up a bunch of people's food at a restaurant, I'm sure that they're not gonna be trying to sign me for the next night. So, but I am happy with the product that they got out there now. It's actually returned to a affordable team. But I'm glad Brett Brown is starting to sound up like he's got a pair. Because when you look at some of the things that happened that he was talking about the game before last was fool's gold, because we had 20 turnovers. Everybody's hoop out, we won. But we had like 20 turnovers, and that's what killed us in the playoffs the previous year. Turnovers and not knowing what to do with the rock.
All right, prediction time.
Prediction time, man.
Where the Sixers end up.
Well, the Sixers, he said he wants to be the number 1 seed. I think we'll be like number 2 or the number 3 seed. And I'm hoping we make it to at least the Eastern Conference Finals, because that would show me progress. Because right now the process is starting to speak up the joint, because it's ending right where before the process started. It's ending right where we were going. We were already going to the second round of the playoffs and nowhere else.
So I have to ask you this question because it's hard. It's the one question that we get asked by everybody.
Okay.
By one person actually. So somebody wants to know if you think Voracek should be traded.
Yeah. It's time. It is time. It is.
That has to be Jack Forever. Absolutely.
Yeah, he is correct. It's time. And I've only been watching hockey like truly like hardcore for like last 3 years with Al. It's like I grew up watching like Bernie Berker and Grant Fuhrer in St. Louis. And so it's like when I got up here, I started really understanding the game, because Al Morgani was showing me some stuff and basically teach me the game and the different nuances. And it's actually a pretty cool game to watch. It's awesome when you at the because I've been to a bunch of the games. It's awesome when you're there. You see people who actually been to way more games than you, but they can't follow the puck. Like it's so hard to follow the puck. It's like, no, it's the only black thing on the white ice. It's not hard to follow the puck. You see the thing that the guys are fighting in the corner over? That's the puck.
Was pretty.
Yeah. It is, but he's correct. It is time to go in another direction.
Oh, God. So what's your impression of Carter Hart?
I love Carter. And I'm glad that they got him up as a young, because I was tired of seeing like what they were doing with the baseball, not only the hockey team, but the baseball squad, and bring the guys up when they're like damn near 30. It's like all the good years are gone. It's like you're supposed to bring them up. They're supposed to make their mistakes and learn how to win at the pro level. You're supposed to get them good enough to where they can play pro, but you got to be able to let them win and lose and make some mistakes on this level, and not coddle them and not thinking, oh, if we sit them back down, something's gonna happen. It's like, cut that out. It's like when you fail at something, you come back harder. You work to get better, and you work to not fail again. It's like, and I think with what we're doing with the young guys, but keeping them down and worrying about them failing. It's like when you fail, you come back harder. Right. When was the last time somebody didn't make a team and then come back harder the next time to make that team the next year? Like, and it's like, I think we're just giving people too much. You can't give anything. You have to make them take it.
All right, so we need to take a little break so you can enjoy some of your refreshments.
Well, thank you.
All right.
Much appreciated.
So here we are at the halfway mark, and I just want to thank everybody again for coming out. I see a lot of familiar faces. A couple just walked in. I'm not going to name names. They know who they are, each and every one. But I want to thank everybody for coming up here to Dagwoods. This is a new spot for us, and hopefully Ed, he's there.
There he is.
There he is.
And Nikki will have us back again. But this is awesome.
I can't wait to eat.
We were here a couple weeks ago for an Eagles game, and it was just absolutely awesome to hang out with the people up here in the Northeast. And again, we got raffles up here that we're going to be giving away at 7:45. So come up and get your tickets if you haven't already. Come back and introduce yourself to Phil from State Farm. He's a local State Farm agent up here. He's going to be jumping on board with us for 2020.
He's been my agent for the last 3 years, so
there you go.
Personal reference.
There you go. So again, 1675 on board. My man Hollis already got a couple of bottles. But Miller Lite specials. I want to again thank everybody, and if we can drag some people from downstairs up here. If they can hear us, or maybe the waitress can get a few more people up here to enjoy some raffles and, the trivia that we asked, the Q&A.
Hint.
Alice, my Justin told to tell you hi.
So
Right.
security needs to take care of that man right there.
Tell them to meet me by my car.
But Ed just left, but his sister is down in Florida, and I believe her name is Carol. And we're going to give it is Carol?
Yes.
Carol, we're going to give her a shout out because she called earlier, and hopefully she got linked up with us on Facebook. And is she?
Oh, God.
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, my God. Really? You just shout out a Dallas fan? Or you?
Nobody told me that.
Well, they omitted that information.
All right, I'm
We're
doing
not going to be shouting out Dallas fans. So
I'm taking my first shout out back.
we immediately regret shouting her out.
So how about we got more trivia?
Sure we do.
Let's go.
All right. So, how many sacks does Tag have? Raise your hand if you know the answer.
It's not that many. It's not eye popping.
Don't.
Can you give them a guess or at
Sure.
least a hint?
Sure, it's
It's in the double digits.
in double digits.
11.
We got a 70 back here.
Yeah, no, I wish.
Lower.
I wish.
Little lower.
66.
43.
No, it's not. I said it was 15 seasons, but
Yeah.
I'm a run stuffer. I hardly ever played.
Yeah, you're closer.
Closer. I hardly ever played third down. So
There you go.
bang,
We got an answer right over here.
right there. I hardly ever played third down.
Tyler, did you Google that?
He probably did.
David did.
He probably
David
did. Tyler's a cheater. That's Bill Belichick. Thanks, Tyler. Thanks for bringing up old memories.
All right, so on that note, how do we do Sunday?
I think we're going to do good because I think they're going to come in here. Apparently, Tom Brady's already miffed because he didn't shake Nick Foles' hand at the end of the game like a chump. But I don't care if he's miffed. But I think they're going to come in here trying to prove some stuff, and I think we're actually on a bye week, and I think we do better coming off the bye week because we have a lot more guys back, and we're able to present a lot more problems for them.
There you go.
So,
All right.
so it should be a formidable game. It should come down to the wire. I don't know about you, but I feel good about this. We tend to beat the teams we're not supposed to beat. It's like
Right.
and then we get our rumps kicked by teams that
And it's clearly obvious that we're still in Brady's head.
we're still a Brady's head. Yeah, we're still his head. We're 3-point underdogs.
So where do we end up end of the season?
And the season, I think we're going to win the division. I think that the Dallas game is going to be important. I don't think they have a quality team, but they don't have quality coaching. It's like if you look at the way their team is built up, the team is built up to win and win in November, December. But you have dumb coaching. I'm going to call them dumb coaching.
Right.
And does it. I don't think they know how to deploy the talent that they have.
Okay.
So we're blessed because Jerry will not relinquish, will not get rid of Jason Garrett. So as long as he's in charge, they're not going anywhere.
All right, we got a question.
How you doing, Hollis?
Look,
I think they match up good against the Patriots this weekend. My
Right.
concern is Seattle in 2 weeks. How do they contain Russell Wilson?
I just want to get this one. I think we match up good because they against the Patriots, like you said, because the Patriots are slightly decimated by injury on the offensive line, and that's where the last game was lost because he was sitting back there like he still had his regular offensive lineman there. Now the Seahawks one, let's get to look ahead. That's going to be rough. And actually, I think the only thing that's going to be in our favor is that they unflex that game to a 1 o'clock game. So they'll be playing at 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, versus versus the playing field being slightly even if we're playing in the evening. Yeah, it's going to be 3 hours behind us. Yeah, so it's going to be a 1 o'clock game. So yeah.
So we have a question from Facebook. Somebody wants to know, what player or coach did you look up to?
The player, Mejo Green, that was like one of my childhood favorites, and I actually got to meet him. My favorite, I have a couple of favorite coaches. Like pretty much the entire the staff that was here when I got here, under Ray Rhodes and Mike Turkovic and Emmett Thomas and all those guys. And then the second, Tommy Brazier actually taught me how to be a pro. And him and Jim Johnson, they taught me how to be a pro and how to take my game to the next level. And I always look up to them for that.
Okay.
Seattle who? Reggie White. What about? I went with him. I'm a little younger than that.
All right, so we have a request. My
Okay.
sister would like to go to dinner with you.
Okay.
Oh, that's not what your question said.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so what's your favorite meal?
My mom makes best meatloaf, sweet potatoes, and a green bean casserole with what she calls a turtle cake. It's called a turtle cake, where there's chocolate cake, caramel nuts, and chocolate in the middle. Little layer of chocolate cake.
Wait, time
and sour
out.
cream
Time
ice.
out. You went right to dessert.
Yeah.
You went right
No,
to
I
dessert.
said, yeah, dessert's my favorite. So, but I said meatloaf. Her meatloaf and the sweet potatoes and the green bean casserole.
There you go.
And then my dad's Italian, but my dad's 6 pounds, so my brother can make it a decent one. But I won't tell him that. Well, he's probably going to see it. This is not give his dad. Oops.
Are there any other brother-sister questions out there? Since that one got messed up.
All right, we got one. Hold on. Who was your hardest quarterback to play against?
Probably chasing Michael Vick, because he was like one of the most elusive guys that we had played against. And between him and who else was extremely elusive? Boomer Esiason. It's like Boomer was slippery. Sorry. Am I trying to age him? I played against Boomer. Dagnabbit. Yeah, Boomer was like slippery. It's like he would give you. That's where I learned from Jim Johnson and Tommy Brazier to always attack the upfield shoulder of the quarterback, because they'll give you the one shoulder and they'll make you go for it and they'll slip you and you look really bad on tape. Extremely bad. But,
I want the microphone though.
okay.
All right.
He wants his money's worth. He wants the microphone.
All right. What was the most memorable play you ever made? Your most memorable play?
Yeah, it was hitting Vic on the goal line. It was like it was kind of weird because they were driving. They were driving and it was like I was surprised I was out there on the third down because it was in the goal line area, and we had not sacked him up to that point because he had been shaking us. And so then I just like I saw him about to make a cut, and I just laid it. I was gonna say shot my load, but I didn't get the kids here. It's like so I went for it. I went for broke, and the funniest thing is it's like if when you hit somebody, he was like, oh shit. That's all I heard. I couldn't stop laughing. But the funniest thing is when I've noticed a lot of things when people when I'm tackling somebody. Like I tackled Barry Sanders one time, and I destroyed his center, and I was back there as he was getting the ball. He's like, damn. And so it's like, as a kid, you playing with these guys on video game, and you got them in these pictures, and it was like, I think I hit, who was the tight end I hit? I hit one. I ran a tight end down there, and he's like, damn, I just got ran down by a nose guard. So it's like when you hit somebody, I always tell the guys on the offense, at some point I will hit you. As soon as you tell me that I'm not going to hit you, I'm really going to get you.
One more.
Okay.
All right. The biggest hit you ever laid on someone?
The biggest or the biggest hardest?
Yeah, the biggest hardest hit.
It's probably when I was playing with the Saints. We were playing in Carolina. Deshaun Foster was running back. And we had yet to beat. Carolina was one of the only squads that we hadn't beat yet. We were playing with the Saints, and we were kicking their butt, and we ran a stunt, and I don't think he saw me coming, and I blasted him so hard, he came to our huddle. So I'm standing in the huddle, and I'm standing in the huddle, and I was like, hey, what the hell are you doing here? It's like, y'all need to come get him. So that was like the hardest and the funniest too. It's like a lot of the guys, they try to duck the hits, and I didn't know if they were chumps until like I was when the little chubby running back was doing the dirty bird. He was a dirty bird. I met him in the gap because he was running. I saw him running over linebackers and DBs, so I figured he'd try. He just laid down. He's like it was a career move. He was like that was a business decision. I was like, oh, okay, I understand.
Any other questions? Anybody?
Actually, Belinda wants to know, did you have any game day superstitions?
I always eat bacon, eggs, and biscuits for my pregame meal. If I didn't have it, I felt funny. I didn't feel like a man. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right, we do have another question.
Another question.
Oh, Hollis.
But how you doing, sir?
Good. How much trash talking goes on between linemen during the game? There's a lot of
there's
going on after the play.
There is a lot of jargon going back and forth. I was privy to be playing next to the big time. Hugh Douglas was like one of the big time trash talk. Yes, the big time trash talkers. And I sometimes it was cool, but then sometimes he would get us. It's kind of like we went into a club and we were taking everybody's girl, and then like we went outside and they were waiting on us. It would be situations like that where it looked like they went to the sideline and said, "Hey, they're talking trash over there. Let's line up and double team everybody over there." Well, it's only being him over there. It's like it looked real bad. So
does all that get forgotten after the game?
Yeah, good. Well, see, I don't actually don't take this personal. I don't give a damn about the other team. I don't go shake hands. I'm not there for them. I'm there for my teammates and my teammates only. If I know you and you're on another squad, don't come shake my hand. Or don't check that. Don't come try to shake my hand. We're not friends.
I'm proud of it.
Thank you. Appreciate it, sir.
That little girl's waving. Look at that. You wave back. She's not a 5 fan.
As long as she's not a Cowboys fan, everything's cool.
So we beat up Donovan quite a bit.
Well, he does this stuff, though. So.
All right. So Donovan beats himself up. So give us your take on this whole Donovan T.O. feud that's been going on.
Well,
we want the inside.
It was really no inside. It was just one. It was I guess they didn't. I guess T.O. got teammate and homie mixed up, and so what Donovan made him think he was a homie, and it just didn't happen. He said he didn't deal with contracts, and then the next thing you know, he was talking about Westbrook contract, where they need to pay Westbrook on the air, and T.O. was pissed off because you just told him that you don't get into anybody else's affairs. So it's kind of like a lying friend type thing. A little bit of envy was in there too. I play defense though. I just work here. I'm just saying that's what I saw. Well, that's why I saw a bit of the envy because I think the city accepted T.O. Way faster than Donovan felt like he was accepted. But it was like if he'd got his ass off his shoulder, he would have and embraced the city. I think it would have been a lot better for him. It's sad to see that it has to be that way because I feel like as a friend, I feel like he continually sticks his foot in his mouth because it seems bitter and like hateful every time he says something about has a comment about the team, and I think he thinks he's trying to be neutral. It's like, which is cool to be neutral, but like don't add the extra salt and hate. And then don't go on these guys' face when we're at alumni stuff and bend and grin and talking, high five them, and then behind their back talk crap about it. It's not cool at all. So it's one of those things where it's like you see. You feel sorry for him at a certain point, but then when you see the things that I've seen, I don't think he can get out his own way. So, like it's kind of like when they asked him about being in the deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. The answer should have been, "That's not for me to decide." I played on the field. It should have been, "I won a big game." No, we didn't win a big game. I don't have a Super Bowl ring. No, we didn't win a big game. So that's one of those things where I just kind of it's like that one relative that she's like, "Oh, pick up this motherfucker again." Sorry about that. I told you. It's like, here comes this guy again. So it's like, look, it's time to hit the old dusty trail. But when you look at the grand scheme of things, I think eventually he will shut up, and I think he will get. I think he was a great quarterback. I was like, but I think he feels like he didn't get his just due. And I was like, you don't have to ask for your just due. It'll come to you.
Sure.
He's like, you don't have to pat your own self on the back. You don't get time for patting your own self on the back. It's like, let everybody else see and embrace you instead of trying to just hug it. Let five love you. Five will always love you.
All right, we got a little fan in the back that's
Okay.
got something to say.
Okay.
Dallas sucks.
Yes! In the face!
Go Birds.
Go Birds! Bird.
Eagles are the best.
Yes. Bird is the word. Bird is greater than or equal to the word.
Send that little person up here. Send that little person up here.
Oh, nice. I didn't. I didn't.
Come on up here and high five this man. Come on, we got something for you. Come on up. There you go. There you go.
Back up.
Get in there. High five that man.
How you doing? Get up. You want to get up on that?
Say it over to Mike there, buddy. Come on.
Dallas sucks.
Yeah!
Go Birds.
Yes!
Eagles are the best.
All right. Very cool.
Bird is the word.
High five the big man.
There you go.
All right.
All right.
Here you go. Here's an
Yeah,
autographed
maybe.
photo for you. Yo, where you at, buddy? Where'd you go? Here you go.
You're
Take
welcome.
that in school tomorrow.
You have him?
What's up? Which one? Oh. Okay.
What happened?
So, somebody on Facebook wants to know, what do you think of the Phillies fans?
The Phillies fans?
Philly fans. Sorry.
Just in general,
In general. We always get a bad rap.
We have the best. I don't. It's like I see the rap, and I just love the way the Phillies travel. The Philly fans travel, just in general. We just passionate fans. If you don't like it, go screw yourself. It's like, are you angry because we're not rooting for you? Like, I think we have the best fans in America, bar none. Right? And I've got to being with Green Legion, I've got the opportunity to actually see that traveling and tailgating for the first time, being on the other side instead of being the player, being one of the actual fans and seeing the passion and the things that the fans go through, and the way they look for bars and stuff just to actually come and support the team. Right, it's awesome, dude. It's like, and I try to convey that to the guys, to the younger guys that down there. It's like, dude, this whole town supports you, pretty much this whole nation. So it's like there's the British Eagles. Yeah, there's a British Eagle following over there. Oh yeah. Yeah, when I went to London with the Green Legion, it was like I was on a British Eagle podcast.
Yeah, I knew a lot of people that went to that.
Yeah, and then the passion they have, passion they have over
absolutely.
there, dedicated to all the Philly sports. It was awesome.
Oh, we got one question here.
Who's better coach, Sean Payton or Andy Reid?
Sean Payton. What? I don't like Andy Reid.
Follow-up question.
What? He was. My mom said he was a snake in the grass. He was a snake in the grass. He lied.
Mom knows best.
Yeah, she told she told me, and I didn't listen, and so I have to hear about it damn near every day now. every chance she gets to tell me. Every time he goes to somebody's wedding and then releases them, Macklin. Didn't even know that, did you? He went to Macklin's wedding before they released him the next week. Jerry Macklin. He was at his wedding the week before, and they released him the next week. You see, nobody knew that. I guess you guys don't know the underbelly stuff, huh? The lies and stuff. You can't. That's why I love Doug. Doug stayed out of the VP part. He's just a coach, so he can't lie to you and say that you can't do anything about your contract. Well, how come you can't? You're the vice president. Interesting, huh? So basically, you're lying to me, huh? And when you lie to your, it's kind of like when you're running a business. If you treat you get out of your business how you treat the people that work for you. If you treat them like crap, people are going to steal from you. They're not going to like you, and they're going to do the minimum. So your business is not going to thrive. But if you treat them with respect and fair pay and the benefits in which they deserve, then your business is going to thrive and come to you tenfold. And on top of that, it's just like that with anything you do. It's like with anything you do, you don't look down on anybody, because I don't feel like anybody's better than anybody. But like everybody bleeds, everybody does the rest of the stuff that we're gonna do later. So.
All right, we got another question back here.
All right. Hey, Hollis.
Yeah.
Why was Howie so content with the skill group position players this season?
With who? With
the skill position players.
Why was he so content? You know what? I wasn't really content with him either, actually, and I felt like he should have done something else. But I think they wanted to see what the young guys have, because when you continually go out and get other people to come in and put band-aids on stuff, you never get to see what your draft picks are worth. And we got to see what Sid Nay and Rasul Douglas what they're worth. And it's like now we can actually go out and do what he's saying and get some actual skilled players, because we know that they're not the answer. But I don't know. I would be remiss to say that I know I wasn't the only one begging for Jalen Mills and Ronald Darby to get their ass back.
And who's the greatest quarterback in Eagles history?
Greatest quarterback in who?
Eagles history.
You got to go with 5. 5 will always love you. You got to. I mean, but then you got to put Nick Foles right up there, because he's the latest. He's like the latest. he's like one of the latest.
I knew you'd wake up on that. Yeah.
Well, but when you look at it, he did what 5 could do, but he did it in a small sample size. But over an entire decade, he had everybody knowing that we was at least going to the playoffs every year. It's like that's a feat. That's a feat to do. To know that you're going to the playoffs every year for 10 straight years.
He's back this week too.
He's back this week. What is he doing back this week?
I think it's starting.
Oh, Nick Foles. Oh yeah, Nick Foles. Oh yeah, Nick Foles. Yeah. Oh yeah, Nick Foles. But no, I was saying that she was asking me what the greatest was. I said 5, but it's like when you say that, you got to realize he had us partying for at least a decade. Everything was great, and then you saw what happens when he left. It was a bunch of misfits of science. The Kevin Cobbins thing.
Oops. Sure, we can do another trivia question.
Lauren's got some photos to give away.
All righty. So we will go with what other Philly team did Tank coach for?
All right.
Anybody?
Philadelphia Soul.
Who said that?
Sean.
Oh, there you go.
Sean.
Yep, you are correct.
Yep, he's correct. I didn't hear him, but I thought you said it more than he did. Right? We'll let it go. It's working. This is your stuff. I don't know.
How about another one?
Sure. All right. This might be an easy one. How many sacks does he have?
How many
Sacks.
You already asked that.
We had that one.
So I'm sorry, safeties.
Safeties.
Hey, your answer's wrong too.
Well, then you can answer that question.
Was it three?
No.
Close.
Close.
2.
Yes, two.
Got it.
They both came with the Carolina Panthers.
had
Well,
two
one
here
against the
first.
Redskins, one against the
So
Redskins, one
Ryan,
against the
they
Bills.
both get one. All right.
The one kid's the guy who came up earlier, so he already got a phone number.
Oh,
And Ryan got it too.
Yeah,
so Ryan had two
one against the,
also.
they both came with the Carolina Panthers, one against the Redskins and one against the Bills.
Oh, there you go. All right.
Where we at?
We got,
We good with trivia?
yeah,
Yeah,
we got around
We're
7
good?
minutes left. Yeah.
We're good.
yeah, we're good.
So again, we're at Dagwoods up here in the Northeast Philly. It's new to us. We're this fan's view. We're out of Havertown. My family owns Carl's Cards, and we put this together about a year ago. Having a lot of fun with it, and we're just a couple guys talking Philly sports on most Wednesday nights, and it's evolved into
Yes.
taking the show on the road, and here we are. So you can follow us on Facebook. You can follow us at the card store. You can come see us. Like a couple of guys back there used to come see me. Yeah, you can hang your head. You can hang your head. I'll call you out.
So I got a question for you.
Okay, what's that?
So if you did not play football professionally, what else would you think you'd be doing?
That was a child development major.
Really?
With the emphasis of daycare. Yes.
That's very cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. Kids are cool. I feel like kids are cool. They're pretty much going to take care of us when we're old. So you might want to be nice to them. That's good. Might want to be nice to them. Yeah, just saying. Might want to say, hey, remember I helped you out? Remember you didn't know what 2 plus 2 was. See? I helped you out way back when. So how about an extra fruit cup?
There you go. So
A little extra applesauce. I'm just saying.
somebody on Facebook wants to know, what do you want the Eagles fans to remember you for?
I don't know. Having a good time, enjoying the fans, and I don't know. It's just enjoying the fans, and, loving the city of Philadelphia.
Absolutely.
Loving the city of Philadelphia. Yeah. Eagles, yes. Bird is the word. Bird is greater than or equal to the word. Bird is the word.
So if you didn't get enough of Hollis tonight, he will be at Carl's Cards on December 21st. That's a Saturday.
Nice.
We're going to celebrate Christmas. We're going to dress Hollis up as Santa Claus.
Yeah, they do that with
There you
you.
go.
And we're going to drink Johnny Walker for the rest of the day.
Okay. Now you
My favorite. Because I see that's the passion right now.
Yes, that is a passion. It's coming out. Carl's buying. He's buying. Carl's buying.
Absolutely. It's Christmas, and Hollis, we're going to sing Christmas carols.
Yes, Christmas in Hollis, Queens.
So as we put a wrap on this one, anybody else? Any questions? Any comments? Anything?
I need a fan.
Yep.
It's toasty. I understand it's cold outside, but I'm a big guy. I need just a fan, just blowing a little air on me.
Hollis?
Yes, sir. How you doing, Mr. Steve?
Looking great.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Mr. Steve.
Thanks for coming out, Mr. Steve. Thank you.
That's what I got. That's what I got.
We got one more question.
One more question. All right, John.
Yes, Hollis, now that you're retired, do you still attend Eagles games at all?
I did. I'm with the Green Legion, so I attend the tailgating. But I watch. I don't know if you. A lot of times you see me putting plays on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter of the Eagles games. And I'm watching. I attend some of the games, but most of the time I like watching them from my own living room because some of the things that I spew are not for public consumption. That's the best way to describe it. It's kind of like I don't know, because I know a couple of times some of my neighbors thought that it was somebody else in there with me, but it was only me. I have to watch it by myself because I rewind, and when I see stuff, because as we were talking about the officials earlier, we didn't get in depth into it. The officials are stinking up our game, and I hate the fact that they're not calling it down the middle. And sometimes it seems to me like they have money on the game. And so when I'm in there and I see certain things, I'm yelling at the TV, and people thinking somebody's in there with me. Then nobody's called the cops yet, so that's cool. It's just me in there watching the Eagles game. The Eagles game or any type of Philly sports. Because I don't know, the Sixers game the other night, they were turning the ball over like nobody's business. And will Ben just shoot the damn ball aside?
Right.
Yeah. So you know, and it's but I do attend the game sometimes.
There you go.
Very cool. So, in putting a wrap on this show, this man, it's the Green Legion, right?
Yes.
Philly home games. Plug it. Come on, let's go.
It's Green Legion Radio. We're on iTunes. We're on the away games. We go to Miami. Green Legion. If you go to greenlegion.com, you can go in and get away game trips, and plus you can sign up for the home tailgating, which is at Xfinity Live. You be over there, ball out of control. I will always attend. There's a bevy of drinks, food. My boy Tree in the back, he's normally DJ on the wheels is still DJing. There's drinks, foods, and women and stuff. I hope I haven't said too much. But the trips are actually about the Green Legion trip. They're actually great because they always have things for Eagle fans to do. So you get to go to the Eagles bars in those towns. And I think that's one of the great things because I didn't realize every city we go to there's an Eagles bar to watch the game in. And it's awesome because they welcome us in and we have a great tailgate there. So it's actually pretty cool. I didn't know things like that exist.
Will you be in Miami?
Yes, I will be in Miami.
All right.
I'll be in Miami with bells on. Yes. Everybody's going to be in Miami. Really.
Yeah! Great to meet you, brother. We'll be in Miami. Let's see you guys.
There's one in every show.
Always.
So if you haven't already got your raffle tickets, come up and see Sue.
Yep. We got
We're
15 minutes before the.
Yep, 7:45. We're going to draw winners for all the good stuff over there. Hollis has been gracious enough to sign some shoes, even though he doesn't get money from Reebok. He signed them anyway. I had to do that. That's the first thing he said.
It was like Reebok. I had Nike and Adidas they were lovely to me.
There you go.
Reebok was horrible.
There you go. So we've got some great raffles to give away. Come up and get your free raffle tickets. We'll do that at 7:45. Again, I want to thank Ed, Nikki, everybody here at Dagwoods, and follow us on Facebook, This Fan's View, and hopefully we'll be back in the new year. So I want to thank everybody. How about a hand for this guy?
Thank you. God bless you. Good night.
All right, I guess that's a wrap.
That is a wrap for this week. And if I don't see everybody, have a great Thanksgiving and remember your family. We're big family people, so take care of your family.
I need a lower chair.